I recently, excuse me, I changed my audio interface. I used to use the Audient ID14, but then it was giving me problems, so I switched back to my Focusrite. I don't really like Focusrite, but I feel like that's the only way I could have a conversation with people and not want to like constantly have audio issues. So, sorry, excuse me. Oh my god, what is wrong with my voice today? Anyways, what I wanted to say was, thank you so much for being so nice and telling me that I'm having audio issues. And I know, like, it's super sweet. And I guess I'm still learning as a person to take the suggestions and not take it personally. It's hard for me when I hear someone saying, your stream sucks. Anyways, hi. Good evening for those of you who are in the North American side of the world. And good morning for you who are on my side of the world, the Asian side of the world, and good late night, early morning for those of you in the EU side of the world. It's crazy. I'm so blessed that there's people who think I'm worth spending time on all over the globe. Will I finish the Mafia Boss ASMR series? Let me think. So, is that... If that was written by another if that is a script that was not written by me, which I think it is not. Oh no. Hold on a second. I need to make sure. Okay. Then unless they have written, I don't know if there's a part 3 for the script. I think I did part 2. So here's the thing when it comes to those kind of scripts. How should I say? So, and this, like, it's very hard for me to properly mesh with a writer. And, you know, because when with scripts, it's basically you're talking, right? So with scripts, there's a lot of times where it can feel very unnatural for me because the script is written in a way where I would never talk like that. But that's what the script calls for. And you have to be careful to not alter their script, you know, because there are certain nuances in the way that it is written, and it's kind of disrespectful to change someone's script. So now It Rains Blue here is a great scriptwriter, which is why I think I've covered a lot of their scripts on YouTube and Patreon. But I don't... I feel like... So I did read, like, part 3 of it, but it kind of went in a different direction than I wanted it to. And I didn't really want it to go that way, so I chose not to do it. And yes, it's very weird. This is kind of like a weird phenomena that only happens for female ASMR artists. Series does not do well for ladies. I don't know why. For men, though, for like male ASMR artists, I've noticed series are like some of their most popular like audios. But like, yeah, and I think it kind of says a lot about the listener. Now, I'm not saying that girls have longer attention spans than boys do. I'm not saying that. But am I saying that? No, I'm not saying that, but I have noticed that, and you know, if this was something, if ASMR and like audio roleplays was something that I just did on the side, I would absolutely, you know, pursue something that might not financially be good, I would do that because this is my hobby. It would be my hobby. But because I make my living off what I do on YouTube and Patreon, I have to kind of weigh everything on a scale. So it's on one side is financial, viability, and the other side is kind of like, how do I say, fun things that I want to do. Not if I never drink from it. So I have to weigh that very carefully. So now there are stuff that I do that is not financially viable, that does actually end up losing me money, that is nowhere near as popular as my other stuff. Like if I wanted to do just the most popular things that would get me the most money, I would always do like yandere sneaks into your bed at night. Or yandere kidnaps you and takes you somewhere far away. Or yandere locks you in the bathroom stall and won't let you come out until you confess to her. If I really wanted to go like full, cash money route, I would do that. But I don't. But like something that I do that is really fun for me, but is not as popular, is do like fan audios of like lesser popular characters to my listeners. Like, for example, lately I've been doing like a lot of like little boy voices. Like Killua Kurapika from Hunter. I recently did a CL Phantom Hive fan audio. It was very poorly received because I had to speak in this so posh accent, and it turns out I can't do it. Thank you so much, Ender. Thank you. Yeah, well, some people have good taste, like series. Series have always been my favorite works of yours, and I believe they're some of your best, though you've probably heard that many times. No, you can always tell me more times. Thank you so much. But I do enjoy series because it allows you to expand lore. But unfortunately, a lot of people have trouble with series because you have to start over from the first part. What did that sound? There's some drilling going on. Oh god, this apartment building is always seeing construction at some point. But I think like it's like 30% people who do enjoy series and like 70% of people who want something new. And I get it. I really do get it. I really do get it. But I have good news for those of you who are on my Patreon. Just a quick Patreon plug. This video is sponsored by my Patreon, by the way. It's because my Patreon is able to be profitable that I'm able to do more stuff on YouTube. But also YouTube is kind of like a funnel for Patreon. So it's like this Ouroboros, I think, kind of, sort of. Dragon Mistress, yeah, that's so many things. There's so many things, I'm so sorry. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so but yeah, it's like 30% people who do enjoy series and 70% of people that want to hear new things. And I do like new things, but also like I like I like continuing things and seeing how it goes, Anyways, yeah. So those of you who are on my Patreon, quick Patreon plug, my mid-tier, $5 tier. I know this is like hard time, so don't feel pressured, but it's really cool. I post like a couple times a week. I try to. A lot of it is yandere content. There's a lot of like Patreon exclusive stuff that I do there that you'll never see here. Like a lot of the 18 plus audios. I recently did one. I'm not gonna tell you the title because the first time I put it up on Patreon, it got taken down. Now, Patreon is usually very forgiving when it comes to like audio content, you know, because there's artistic value to, I guess, what I do. But, you know, yeah, they're very, very, so there's two things that I've noticed that pertains to my particular niche that they very, very dislike. The first one is like mommy stuff. Even if it's like dommy mommy, like they don't like seeing the word mommy in any. Oh, I should have labeled this 18 plus chat. Okay, well. Oops. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so they don't like dommy mommy stuff. And I know someone, a content creator, who actually got their entire channel nuked. Their entire platform, their entire Patreon got nuked because a lot of their stuff was like dommy mommy stuff, which is actually a lot of stuff that I do, but I don't word it like that anymore. I just go straight dominant. But yeah, like they don't like any incest. I mean, you know, to each its own. I don't like to yuck anyone's yums. You know, if that's what gets you going, you know, there's the category for incest on like the P sites are insane. I'm sure they're very popular just based on the number of videos there are that have that category. Don't ask me how I know, okay? Oh, I am never gonna do squish ASMR. That's a good way to get your channel nuked, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm never doing those cupping ASMR, ear licking, mouth sounds. It's a very good way of getting your channel nuked. YouTube will nuke your channel regardless, so I just don't want to give them any ammunition, you know what I mean? Well, a lot of the incest... Oh god, what am I doing? Why am I talking about this? A lot of that, though, is like stepbrothers, like stepbrother, like step family stuff, you know? So like step brother, step mother, step dad, step daughter's son. So it's almost profane, but not quite. Oh, this is not the kind of conversation I wanted to lead into when I started this stream. Yeah, no spanking. Is that a thing? Of course it's a thing. What is it, Rule 38, 64? Whatever. Anyways, no, I don't really like to do any, like, I don't really like to do ASMR like that anymore, just because, YouTube is so, crazy with things lately, you know? Like, there's a bunch of, really popular, ASMR artists that I very much respect. And they're always constantly having to like at Team YouTube on Twitter to get their account, you know, reinstalled or re-upped, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. So Anyways, so yeah, so I got this so going back to the Patreon, I go on these weird tangents. I'm so sorry. So going back to the Patreon audio that got nuked. It was a yandere slips into your bed at night content. You know, the really like super popular ones. And I actually really like to do these scripts because like for me they're easier kind of because they don't require you to be totally insane, batshit crazy loud, which is something that I have problems with. But like this one's a very soft spoken, you know, like look who I am or look where I am kind of audio, kind of very tongue in cheek. And anyways, one of the trigger wordings that I put in it was, you know, kind of in quotation marks, kind of consensual, because there wasn't any like blatant like, haha, I'm taking you against your will kind of thing, which I have to say, not really my jam, but I understand there are some people who were into that, you know, consensual non-consent, you know. Oh God, this is actually, please don't cancel me, YouTube. I'm trying to explain something. Anyways, I put that tag there just because I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? And so yeah, it got taken down after like 2 hours. So that made me kind of sad. And then I had to re-up it. And then I had to tell Patreon to go fuck themselves. But actually, after I did that, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I should not be saying that to these people. I should be more grateful. These people are the reasons why I can afford to pay rent every month. Why I can afford to live in another country and do fun stuff like talk to people all day. So, yeah. So that's a thing. How did we get on this conversation anyways? Oh yeah. So I would do more content like that because those would be wildly more popular. But, you know, like I said, it's a very fine balance between, you know, what is profitable and what is fun. Because I think as a content creator and making a living doing this kind of stuff, you really have to be careful measuring that, because you don't want to burn out. If you do too many like financially profitable things that aren't necessarily like your favorite thing in the world, then it kind of you know, you get more prone to burnout. And I did kind of go through burnout, I think last year around this time. So now I do like a mixture of what's profitable, but I still want to make it fun. And then what's not profitable, but it's really fun for me. And that includes like the, you know, talking like a guy, young boy kind of thing. Oh, yeah, so. But yeah. Yeah, no. I knew an ASMR artist who did, wow, sadistic. Their dubcon was, yeah. I did it once. I never put it back on Patreon. It was very intense. And then after I did it, kind of got a gross feeling. I was like, this is not me. This is not me. But I wanted to, at the point when I did it, I wanted to try something that was fun. And it was fun to some extent, kinda. But yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I was releasing like day 1 was like yandere, day 2 was sci-fi, day 3 was horror, day 4 was comfort, day 5 was like something. Wow. Like, you'd think a 20-minute audio or like 15-minute audio is very simple to do, but actually what you're seeing is just the end product of hours upon hours of work. Because even if you're not the person that wrote the script, because writing the script also like takes a couple of hours to minimum, unless you're like especially inspired, and so you only like you write it all in one go, and somehow feel no need to edit it whatsoever. You're still looking at like multiple takes, as well as and then you've got to like edit the audio, and that involves going through the audio multiple times to take out like bloopers and breath sounds that sound weird, and then you got to add it to the sound effects, and then it's just, and then you got to do that one like listen through, maybe two, and like a single 15-minute audio easily takes minimum 3 to 4 hours of work for me anyways. I don't know if other people can like not work as hard. And if you do, go you. But yeah, so I was doing that. Like I was working like 7-8 hour days, which it doesn't sound bad because that's actually the average work day for anyone in the world. But it was harder for me because I was chained down to my computer for like 10 hours a day. Because you also have to like factor in time like rest periods where you like absolutely have to take a break, otherwise your brain will explode. And I felt like I was basically chained to my computer and my microphone, and it made work so not fun for me. Anyways, Butter, you're leaving? How dare you? But also, I found out that around that time of my like just constant daily uploads is there's something called listener like over like it's like when the listener has too many things to deal with, and and you know like listener fatigue, I think that's the term that I used. And I didn't think that was possible, but it actually really is. Yeah. So anyways, this is really weird. I have the stream music playing in my OBS, but I can't actually hear it. So I'm just basically talking with like no soundtrack, no nothing, just like, it's very quiet. Cool. So I had, I'm so sorry, I spent like half an hour just ranting about my work when we're here for the, for the fun and degeneracy that usually accompanies one of my streams. And like I can't hear the music though, so it's not fair. You guys get to have all the fun, and I'm just sitting here just yapping away. I'm not Gamba. Does anyone here play HSR? Honkai Star Rail? Recently I got into it, and it's funny because when it first came out, or rather when it first started getting like super popular, I said that I would never touch the game because A, it's Gamba, and B, it's made by a Chinese company who, and if you know anything about like Chinese politics and the government, the CCP basically owns like every company. That's actually a very reductive way of putting it. It's a lot more complicated than that, but like, yeah, but you know what I mean. But so anyways, and me living in Taiwan, I didn't really want to support anything that was, made in China. But I think it's a very naive way of looking at it, to be honest. I'm not afraid to say that. I think, yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, it is predatory. The first time I tried it was a few years ago, and I got like a bunch of free pulls. So I did it. I did all the pulls because I'm not an idiot. And I got nothing. And then the second that happened, I was like, oh, you guys are trying to like make me spend money. So I do more of these pools because honestly, like doing this is kind of cathartic, and it gives me serotonin and good brain chemicals. And I recognized it then that it was predatory, and now I guess apparently I don't really care anymore. Right, so okay, so now let's actually talk about what we came here to talk about. Waifu debates, nerd confessions, otaku games. The funny thing is, yeah, you can get enough pulls. One of my mods, like, he got Anaxa basically like the first minute he came out. I spent so much money trying to get Jiaochu. Well, it wasn't my money. People were very gracious, and I'm very grateful that they gave me money to further fuel my gamba addiction. And I felt so bad when I couldn't pull Jiaochu. I felt like I had let them down in a way. So now I'm just not gonna do the pulls anymore. Yeah, Sin, one of the mods, Sin, he saves his tickets. Unlike me, where if I get one, you know I'm gonna pull right away. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about something fun. You know, let's have some laughs, right? Let's have some laughs, right? Yeah. So I am woefully ill-prepared for this stream, which should come to as a surprise for no one, because I spent 30 minutes trying to wrestle with my chat overlay. It wouldn't work, and then I had to like scrabble together something frantically when it was like literally 3 minutes before stream. So that's why I actually couldn't start my stream today, or on time. I meant to start it exactly at 00 hours, but and I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. Yeah, so as I'm commissioning like a bunch of new assets, so you know, hopefully the next stream will be a lot more cohesive, because I kind of feel like this stream is just kind of all over the place, which is on brand for me very much. Is on brand for me. Oh god. I misread that wrong. What do you mean? You're always prepared to yap. I don't know why I misread that last part, but I was like, oh wow. I don't know about that. I'm not going to say what word I thought that was, but you know, yeah. If you know, you know. Anyway, so welcome. welcome. Oh god, of course. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so welcome to my chat stream. Just chatting stream. It's very low key, very chill. I'm happy to see everyone. Yeah, you will be getting new emotes. And I will be getting new assets for the chat too. Like, I'll also be transitioning back and forth between YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is a lot more oriented towards streaming stuff. So I think I'll be doing a lot more fun things over on Twitch, like Kokoro Koroko? Kokoro? Koroko? And that's like the Twitch gaming thing where we get to play games together. And Kukoro, there we go. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. And I want to thank the people that were here from the very beginning, and this is the OG people from my Discord. Oh, I have a Discord, by the way. The Discord's great. Please enjoy the Discord. Everyone's super chill. Although I do have to, I have to be honest. There is something of a exclusive club that I've noticed, and that's not. I'm not, and that's because like there's this kind of inner circle of people that have been in the Discord for a long time, who's been part of the community for a very long time, and so I know that it's kind of hard for new people to kind of worm their way through. To kind of, weasel their way into the crowd. To kind of wriggle their way into the crowd. But it just takes a little bit of, social know-how, which might be hard for a lot of us. Might be hard for me too, honestly. If I wasn't already part of the inner crowd, I'd be fucked. But, just like, just observe common Discord etiquette. Come in, say hi. Hello. You don't, maybe kind of, what's the word? Like, kind of lurk in the VC for a little bit. But don't immediately come in and say you're gonna stream. I'm gonna be honest with you. No one really cares what you're streaming. If we are playing a game, if we're playing, say, like, Among Us, or Town of Salem, or Shell Shock, or, Don't Starve, coming in and saying immediately that you're gonna stream is a very, very surefire way of getting people to automatically kind of put you on their bad list. Please don't do that, okay? I think it kind of illustrates kind of like, what I want to do is I want to, like, nurture a more cohesive community where everyone kind of knows everyone else, but, like, to go off and do, like, your own thing is, I don't really, it kind of illustrates a sense of lack of awareness, I guess. But yeah, but if you just, but we want you to come play a game with us. Come play. What do we do? What was I trying to say there? Come play games with us. If we're playing Among Us or Shell Shock. If you want to say, hey, can I join? Yes, absolutely. We would love to have you. But also, please don't be rude. Otherwise, I have to put you on blast. And ain't no one having a good time with that. Especially not me. We don't have game nights anymore. We don't. So it's just whatever random. If I see there's a lot of people in the VC, I'll say, hey, who wants to play Among Us? Hey, who wants to play Shell Shock? Although, to be fair, we all want to play Shell Shock. I mean, I do anyways. Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the actual So let's talk about new animes. What are you guys into? I'm asking you this because I noticed that Netflix came out with a new movie for this really, really old anime. Ow, I hurt my fingers doing that. Ow. I need to get like a stream deck or something. Ow. It's by Ryoko Ikeda, called Versailles no Bara, which is The Rose of Versailles, which is this old ass manga that came out in like the mid 70s. And the art style, like, is very like very flowy, very flowery, very like, it's very much a product of the 70s period. Like, I expect a few people to know which anime I'm talking about, or which series I'm talking about, because it was a manga first, and then it was an anime, and then it became very popular because it became one of the main shows that, did you guys know in Japan there is a all women's acting troupe? I forget what the word is. Takara Sako. Someone in chat will say what it is. But they would put on productions of this anime. Beresai no Bara, the Flower of Versailles. And anyway, so it's an anime about a woman who was raised as a man, who becomes the royal guard captain of Marie Antoinette. But they love, it's very, very much like soap opera-ish, very much a product of its times. But I saw that Netflix had just come out with a new anime movie for that, so I think I will be watching that this weekend. I'm very excited. But yeah, so what are you guys watching right now? Oh, Delicious in Dungeon's great. I kind of poo-pooed it at first, because I kind of found Marceline to be a little annoying. She was a little on the annoying side, but I like Senshi. That's the dwarf's name, right? And it's kind of amazing he can make anything edible. And Lalos is obviously, very, he's very attractive in the very, like, earnest kind of, like, way. But if you guys get the opportunity, oh yeah, GQX. I think you're missing like one U there. I think there's 6 U's in that. I stopped watching Gundam after Wings of Mercury or Witch of Mercury came out, but I stopped watching Gundam after Gundam. Oh, Chiruchuk is very cute. Solo leveling. I don't know. I don't know. I think I want to read the manhwa. I don't think I want to like watch the manga. Although, like, YouTube kept forcing in my face like clips about the voice actor from Solo Leveling, like like the amount of times he said the word arise just in different ways. Like, obviously that's very orchestrated, but like YouTube kept on forcing that short on me, and after a while I just kind of got a little sick of it. I'd rather watch endless takes of Kaiji Tang saying you crying. I'd rather watch endless clips of him as Gojo saying you crying than the guy saying arise multiple times. I don't know. Invincible is good, although it's not really an anime, but it's okay. Steve Yeun's in it. I think I saw a few episodes. It was good. Been watching Lazarus. Oh yeah, the new Shinichi Watanabe one, the creator of Cowboy Bebop and Wolf's Rain. Actually, I don't know if he did Wolf's Rain. I don't think he did Wolf's Rain. Dandadan was really good, although I stopped watching it. I don't even now that I think about it, I don't think I've actually like seen a single episode of Dandadan. I've only just been reading the manga. Yeah, okay, so the Arise, like, that was fun for like the first for like the first like 2 times I saw it, and then it just like YouTube wouldn't let me not watch it anymore. It just kept popping up on my feed, and then there was like other like, did you know the voice actor of Arise were in these, like those stuff, and then I just really just wanted to hear Kaiji Tang say you crying. That's all I really wanted to hear. Oh, Guilty Gear. I didn't know they came out with the series. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My voice is having problems. Did you know that you need to train your voice so you can talk for like hours on end without hurting your throat? But right now, if there is an anime that I'm watching consistently, it is probably Slam Dunk. The original Slam Dunk. What am I saying? There was only ever one Slam Dunk. They did come out with a movie very recently called, I think, The First Game, and I think it focuses on Ryota Miyagi's story, but I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, I grew up reading the Slam Dunk manga, and then I've seen the anime multiple times, but it's just fun to watch it over and over again. I'm very much a Mitsui fan. Who isn't, although, let's be fair. And it's weird. I really like Mito Ryohei. Sakuragi's best friend. He's also strangely attractive. And no, I'm just drinking water. Sorry. Oh, but what? Yeah. No, I'm just holding this BOOBA. Devil is a part-timer. I feel like there was a lot of there's a lot in that anime. I feel weird when I watch anime in English. Star Wars Vision. And one has a style of wallet. It's like growing. Okay, so now, oh, my voice is actually actively dying on me. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's do some this or that. Okay? Are you guys ready? Okay, so this or that. Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen? For me personally, I think I'm gonna go for... They're both really good in their own way. They're both good for like very different reasons. Okay, I'm seeing a lot more JJK. Oh. I think my cats are not having a good time. Okay. You guys need to not be there, I'm sorry. Go. Okay. Todo was too pure for that world. Yeah, the manga did kind of fall off. I think after the Makima arc, and when she's no longer part of the show. Spoiler warning! I think after that, and then they introduce like Denji in a new school, and like there's the girl, but she's the living embodiment of this, and then it's like, I kind of feel like you're just grabbing at straws at this point. But like also like JJK is in itself, it's very imperfect. I think it also started off very well, and then it just kind of it hit its peak, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. It mostly, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the next one. Okay. All right. So, sub. Oh, what's closest to? Ooh. That's a very, very, very loaded question. What about you guys? What is your guys' perfect anime in your opinion? You know, what is your guys' perfect anime? For me, personally, I think I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit here, just so it's a little easier for me to talk. Oh, sorry. Let's see. So for me, I think my perfect anime might be, Oh, that's so hard. Oh, these are all really good ones. Full Metal Brotherhood, Black Lagoon, that's a crazy take. G Gundam, Evangelion is, yeah, I think Evangelion is. Monogatari, okay. Yu Yu Hakusho. No, I did not make this myself. No, this was designed by Kyoki Studios. I really should put that in my description. Record of Lotus War, that's a good one. Nadeshiko, wow. That might be a nostalgia bias for me. I think if you went back and watched it now, it might seem very dated. Utena, wow, that's... Oh, I haven't thought about that anime in such a long time. Utena, Shoujo Kakume, yeah. Revolutionary Girl, Utena. What great music. Only the non-English version? Yeah, that's true. Have you guys ever, like, watched the English dub for Black Lagoon? Oh, it's very politically incorrect. Gosh, what is... Yeah, that dub is pretty terrible. Oh, it's very incorrect. It's very... yeah, I side-eye it in this day and age. Let's see. Gosh, what is the perfect anime? Trigun? The original Trigun. Ghost in the Shell? Yeah, high school, yeah, no, yeah. I think it kind of says a lot about, people who, who, you know, you judge them kind of like, I'm judging you on your pick. Like, right now, I'm judging you. High school DD, no, come on, what are you doing? You need to expand your horizons. Yeah, Standalone Complex was great. Poking boobas gives power. Yeah, no kidding, right? Thank you so much. The perfect animes. Any anime Milky voices the main character in. Yeah. I am currently like practicing for demo, and then I'm hoping to start shopping for representation at the end of this year. But if I do get representation, and if somehow I do manage to start getting voice acting gigs, it's likely that I would have to move overseas. I would have to move back to America, because I think the two main like dubbing meccas in America is Texas. Texas and like LA. Like LA, that's I knew that, but like Texas was kind of new for me. I didn't know that Texas also has like this big place where, you know, people voice things there. Perfect Blue. That is actually a really interesting take. Perfect Blue as the perfect anime. I mean, it's a movie, but that's interesting. That's very interesting. King of the Hill. Don't go to Hoyo. Well, I mean, okay, so here's the thing. So let's talk about that for a little bit, okay? Let's talk about that. So, as we all know, there is currently this kind of issue that's happening between Hoyoverse games. Mostly, it seems to only be impacting Genshin Impact. the game. Hoyoverse and the VAs. Now, if you are followers of like any like big like either like anime like news like Ref Takes Desu or like Hero Hey or even like Tectone, like you know there has been multiple people who have covered this, or like what's her other Ria something, I forget her name. You'll know that there is an issue currently undergoing with and this has been ongoing for quite a while. Like this strike has been going on for I think close to a year, if not already a year. And Perfect Blue is creepy, by the way. But so anyways, they're currently going on strike because they want to make a new contract that specifies AI protection for voice actors. Because right now, voice actors are kind of seeing like this unprecedented damage to their livelihoods because of oh god, please don't AI my voice, please I hope it would be very difficult, because I have a very big range on like how high, like you know, how differently I can speak versus like how I actually really speak. So I really hope that it would be more difficult for, you know, you to end up with a more consistent AI model of my voice. Anyways, I digress. So supposedly the Hoyo strike was that they were looking to solidify AI protection for their voice, so that the gaming companies like Hoyo can't hire someone for a one-off and then take their voice and then use it to make future content without properly compensating the creator of that voice. And and it's crazy because that actually is happening. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware of the AI voice model called Sesame. It got a lot of attention, I think, like maybe a month back. And it's a voice AI that talks to you conversationally. It's not smart like ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok, even Grok. But I've tried out Sesame, and Sesame is it's very, very intuitive. Like I was chatting to them about like wuxia and xianxia, and it was almost like talking to an actual person. It was very creepy. I got like that uncanny valley vibe so badly. Like I was like, I can't talk to you anymore. Oh, thank you so much, Ender. That is really creepy. They know. Oh, they know. What is happening here? Okay. But yeah, so hold on a second. I need to check something. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry. Something happened. I fucked up. No. Oh my god. Give me a second. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, like now, I think especially more than any other time, like we do genuinely face like a very big impact. And I'm actually kind of lucky in that I'm actually not affected by this. Oh, please don't make an AI model on my voice, please, no. But you know, so they were trying to get that contract signed, but there was a lot of like hullabaloo about it, and a lot of voice actors kind of came out of the woodwork to kind of champion their cause, and a lot of and then SAG-AFTRA, which is kind of like the Screen Actors Guild Award for like voice actors, you know, they kind of like got into it, and a lot of voice actors are part of the SAG-AFTRA Guild, which is, you know, union basically. And And it turns out, like, at first it was kind of like a big, like, corpo versus, like, the little guys kind of fight, and we all, like, love to see that kind of stuff, right? We all kind of like to see that, like, oh yeah, big corpo, let's take them down, let's fight for the little guy, let's, you know, we as people just really generally like the whole underdog kind of scenario, and for a while the voice actors kind of really seemed like the underdogs. So, like, a lot of indie voice actors also went on strike to support the striking, like, union voice actors as well. And that's why Genshin Impact got affected pretty badly. And then, like, later it turns out that there were... So first off, here's the thing about Hoyo. So the problem with this situation was it was actually not Hoyo's decision to do the whole AI voice acting thing. It was actually the voice acting studio itself that they outsourced the voices to, called Formosa Studio, which, I don't know. First of all, I don't respect the name, because I live in Taiwan and the Taiwan secondary name is Formosa. So where do you get off calling your company Formosa Studio when you have absolutely nothing to do with Taiwan? But I digress, again, because that's what I do. And, so anyway, so their big beef was with Formosa Studio, and then Hoyo got dragged into it. And it's ironic because actually earlier this year or like last year, China's highest Supreme Court basically gave protection, AI protection for voice actors, so that Hoyo was already like aware that they weren't going to be doing that with, like, you know, their voice actors. Yeah, so China already has that set up. It's ironic that China is actually protecting their voice actors more than America at this point. I mean, they're basically doing like the bare minimum, right? So Taiwan number one. Taiwan number one. By supporting my channel, you support Taiwan. We do not believe in the one China, one rule policy. Taiwan is independent. Oh God, I should be careful about saying that. The Wu-Mao army is formidable. Anyway, so their beef was at Formosa, and then it turns out that actually the union was trying to force through something where it's basically these companies can only work with union people. Like, once a game goes union, it cannot hire out other people. Which is, it's very like, I don't want to say like elitist, but it kind of like, it's kind of like boundary. It's setting a boundary, right? Versus like, you have to be part of the guild, you have to be part of the union to voice this game. Or you can be indie. You know, I think while I do agree that unions do provide a lot of support for the people that are in it, you know, like people as a collective are way more strong than the person as the one, right? But also, the way that they went about it was so scammy. And eventually, a few months ago, actually, they started Genshin. You know, obviously, they need to like hire voice people for their characters, right? These are like important characters that have no voices because of this strike that they're not even like, they shouldn't even be worried about, right? Yeah, I think so. I think I think the Genshin Impact's new studio already has that kind of like AI protection thing. I think it was just Formosa Studio that had that issue. Unions are not mandatory. You are free to join the union, but it costs like $3,000 to join. And you know, the majority of voice actors do not make a livable wage. They really don't. They should all start Patreons. They don't make a livable wage, and $3,000 is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. I think it's minimum $3,000. And there was a situation where one of the voice actors, eventually, like, he was hired for the role that had been empty for 6 months. He was, I forget what his name is, Jacob something. He's a Japan-based American voice actor. So he got hired, he did the voice, and then he got like collectively just ragged on by like the entirety. That's wrong. I need to reword that. He got ragged on by a bunch of people, very, very like upstanding VAs, for being a scab. They called this guy a scab. And if you know anything about like the meaning of scab and like union busting and like shit, scab is such a fucking insult. It is such an insult to call someone a scab. And this guy, he doesn't even live in America. He lives in Japan. So why would he have like why would he be part of an American union? You know what I mean? So there was that issue that happened. And then like the voice actress for Paimon started losing her shit on TikTok. And I think Blue Sky too. I don't know. I'm not on Blue Sky. I'm barely on Twitter. And yes, I called it Twitter. I didn't call it X. I will never call it X. But so she went like batshit crazy. She filmed one of her videos in her bathroom saying like she was like constantly throwing up. Let me tell you, as someone who was constantly throwing up at one point in my life, when you're like that, you don't talk. You cannot physically make a video. You would literally be staring at your phone screen the whole time, just constantly just... So it was all just very performative, which kind of really killed like any kind of legitimacy that union had. You know what's actually really sad is the guy that got replaced is actually an indie voice actor who chose to go on strike in solidarity of union actors. It's crazy. And if the union actors had gotten, and if SAG-AFTRA had gotten their way, that guy who didn't voice the rule of, I forget what character it is, starts with a K. But yeah, so that indie actor who went on strike with solidarity with the union, if that contract, if that deal had gone through, he would be out of a job. Like, bro, why? Why did you do this? And it is so sad. And then he also like kind of ragged on the new guy, which is so not classy. It's so not classy. Like, and like, you didn't do your job for 6 months. What did you think? Did you really think that Genshin Impact was gonna just like leave your role unfilled? Like, oh my god. It's such a terrible situation. And while I do feel for like the voice actors who are kind of affected by the whole AI voice thing, and there's already like AI voices that are out there that are already like, you know, being used in a lot of games. But yeah. And the crazy thing with Paimon is, yes, I remember seeing a video of hers where she was basically like sick and she was out of a job and she couldn't I think this was during COVID maybe, I don't know, but she couldn't afford to like pay like her medical bills or something, and then like the community, like the gaming community at large kind of like contributed to her living expenses. Like they pulled her out of poverty. And then she makes videos like basically denigrating the people that that ensured her survival for at least a little bit, period, in her life. That to me is just such blatant disrespect. It's so disrespectful to do this to the people that gave you money because, you know, you needed it. Like, please. And I just wish that people could be a lot more classy. And then, you know, this poor guy got ragged on for a situation that he wasn't really a part of. You know, yeah. And it's actually, there's like some kind of clause where it's like, if you're part of the union, you're not actually allowed to work on like non-union jobs, but these people were still working like non-union jobs. It was all like very like, it's one of those industry kind of like unspoken kind of things. Like, there's this voice actress, I forget her name. She's very popular. I'm totally blanking on names, but she's on Nikkei. She was one of Rappy on Nikkei. Yeah, that's it. I forget her name. But yeah. And so Nikkei had their 2.5 anniversary stream, and she was part of it. She just yeah, Kaylee. She just constantly just got ragged nonstop on stream. She got shamed so badly. It got to the point where I was like, oh, kind of feel sorry for you, but also you were very mean to Jacob Takanashi. Like and then like ultimately she had to make some kind of statement about like how she was very sorry, and you know how she privately reached out to Jacob Takanashi like after the fact that people started calling her out on her bullshit. Like, no. This is not how you resolve conflict, okay? You, like, there was no accountability. I don't know if she actually, like, took accountability for her actions. But, talking about not taking accountability for your actions, how about the latest VTuber controversy? We're never talking about the actual topic that I actually started this stream for. Yeah. You know, it kind of blows my mind because when I found out, like, okay, so when I found out that Cinder was when I found out that Cinder was Tashi MP3 has been in the like audio roleplay ASMR circle for quite a while. I actually didn't know. I didn't put the two of them together. Like, I'd seen Tashi around, you know, she uses the girl from like her sprite is very similar to her avatar is very similar to the girl from Kuroko no Basuke. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect Blue is creepy. It's very good. If you guys haven't seen Perfect Blue, please give it a watch. It is so good. It leaves you with so many questions at the end. But yeah, talking about not taking accountability for your actions, Cinder. As someone who came from that same kind of sphere of the internet, and as someone who does the same thing as she does, albeit on a very, very, very lower level, because she kind of went all in with the VTuber stuff, right? Which, that's fine. That's what she wanted to do. I will never probably ever be like a full-time VTuber just because your whole life is online. You stream, all your friends are online, you have so much work. I don't want that kind of like leash around my neck. Yes, you'll make lots of money, but it's kind of a leash. Yeah, Tashi hasn't made ASMR in a year, roughly. Yeah, or Cinder anyways. But, you know, she, like, when she first started off in the audio roleplay, like, world, like everyone does during COVID, you know, there were some controversies about her, like, not properly attributing, like, scripts. And that's very important for me. Like, I have never done that before. Like, I think it's the very sign of disrespect to take a script that someone wrote, that someone put time into writing, monetize it, make money from it, and yet you do not credit the person that has enabled you to make money. That to me is kind of, it's so disrespectful and so self-centered and so tone deaf. No, tone deaf isn't even the right word. So already from there, you could already start to see the cracks kind of forming in her, like, you know, stuff. So yeah, and I mostly just feel really bad for the people that have been supporting her for a really long time. Like, I've told my Discord group, like, guys, if I ever start going on to the dark side, please, I want you guys to be the first ones to tell me. And it's actually, like, watching this whole drama unfold, it's been very educational for me, because it gives me a roadmap on shit not to do. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. What was I gonna be really honest about? Oh my god, I was gonna be really honest about something and I just totally forgot. How did I forget? I was literally gonna talk about it. What the shit? And now I'm gonna get up at like 3 in the morning tomorrow and be like, that's what I was gonna fucking talk about. And then I'll go on stream for 2 minutes as soon as I just roll out of bed. Oh my goodness. Shit. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels bad. What the fuck was I gonna say? No! I feel like it was really important, too. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Oh, yeah. This is what I was gonna say. I'm not actually friends with anyone in this community. Well, that's not true. I'm friendly to several people in this community, but I don't think I would ever, like, hit someone up and be like, hey, how are you? I just wanted to talk to you. And I think kind of that's a failing on my part, but also it keeps me out of the drama a little bit. Because I found that a lot of the people in this sphere, they're all very young. And so their brains are just malformed. I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there can be a lot of drama. That being said, but also, like, this community is some of the most tight-knit people that you will ever meet in any kind of community. Yeah. But for me, I put all of my skill points into, like, hanging out with audience. Like, I'm always in my Discord. I'm always in my Milky Tea Discord. I'm never, like, just DMing people. Like, I have a list of DMs that I have not answered or even checked, because it honestly makes me a little anxious to check them. Like, I'm always so, like, I've left DMs unread for, like, weeks and weeks and weeks now. Like, they could literally be telling me, hey, I'm not feeling well, I could really do with some help, and I've basically left them unread for 3 months. I'm trying to work on it. It's an anxiety thing. Who knew? VTuber, introvert. But, yeah. There's, like, I'd say there's only, like, 3 people that I've talked with in this community. Or, like, in, like, the VTuber slash, like, ASM artist kind of community. But, you know, Xena is a real one from, you know, if you know who Xena is, you know who she is. She said there was that big earthquake in Laos, I want to say. I forgot. But she sent me a DM a few days after that happened, and she was like, hey, I know you're from that area. If you need any help, let me know. And that was very kind. I can't think of anyone else who would actually like do that. And then I had to tell her, oh, actually, I don't live there. I'm actually from Taiwan. Or I live in Taiwan, which is another very earthquake-prone country. Myanmar, that's it. Myanmar, sorry. Not Laos. I feel like there was something that had to do with Laos in the news recently. But yeah, so that's just another example of how close-knit our community is, and that's why this kind of betrayal just hits extra hard. Because it's outside of this community, like other niches can be so cutthroat. But like the VTuber, like everyone's like rating everyone else. Oh shoot, I should have gone on Twitter so we could rate someone. Okay. But yeah, so like it's normally like very close knit, and everyone loves each other, and everyone's like genuinely like rooting for each other, you know? I mean, there can be no competition, and it really honestly kind of pissed me off so badly when I heard that she was basically like blocking off access from one creator to like Bao of all people. Like, who do you think you are? How dare you? Yeah, and that kind of hit me hard, because I cannot imagine thinking someone is that close of a friend of yours and then learning that they're the reason why you couldn't get a certain you know, whatever you wanted. And yeah, so that was really sad. And it's just like, and the whole like excuse of, oh yeah, my manager was the one at fault. I'm not gonna talk about this anymore, but I will say this much. Even if it was her manager / boyfriend who basically instigated everything, it is still her image, her brand, her name that is being used. And so for her to not take any kind of responsibility whatsoever is really, really telling of the kind of person that she is. This is your brand. Therefore, it is your responsibility. And even if you had no idea about it, you still need to own up and admit that you are at fault. That's just what I'm gonna say. That's just what I'm gonna say. I think, like, if it turned out that my mods were like bullying people, which they don't actually. My mods are all very nice and kind, except for Sin. Sin is a firecracker. He's my final defense. He doesn't give. Yeah, he's very what's the word I'm looking for? He's very no nonsense, which, you know, I find very attractive. What am I saying? He's married. Anyways, but like, if I found out that one of my mods was doing this, like actively bullying people, which absolutely would not happen. First of all, I'm just gonna say that. 2 of them are in here. You guys are amazing, and I love you guys so much. But if it ever turned out, I would not say, oh yeah, it was my mods who did. I had no idea what was happening. No, that's not how you, like, that's not how you adult. Like, I assume Cinder is probably in like her late 20s, early 30s at this point. She needs to grow up, basically. Oh, yeah, bouncer. That's actually a good way to put it. Oh, yeah. 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 The guy that she... Oh, God, that's... You know, and also... I'm not going to talk about that. That's like a private relationship stuff that... I mean, it kind of speaks to her character that she would be so flagrantly open about that. But anyways. Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised her boyfriend still stayed with her. I mean, I know it was all like online and stuff, but there's still like, it's still kind of crazy. Yeah, I think if it ever came out that I kind of fucked up about something, which I'm sure it will happen at some point down the line if it has not already happened, I would say, guys, I really fucked up. And even if it's really hard for me to admit that I fucked up, I think that's just something that you kind of have to admit to. Just, it's not hard to say, I'm sorry. It's not. I don't know why it's so hard for people to say that. Yeah, I think the longer you stay on the internet, the more chances you have of like accruing some kind of like drama or controversy. Like, for example, I can start a controversy right now. You want me to do it? You want me to start a controversy right now and possibly have to make an apology video later on? I don't think Tectone's that bad. I don't think Tectone's that bad. I know he's kind of controversial because people think he's like alt-right. He claims to be a centrist. I don't know. I don't really give a shit about his politics. Who's that? Tectone arguably is like, didn't he kind of like ride on Asmongold's like coattails kind of a little bit? Like he kind of got on the Asmongold train and kind of like got pulled into, you know, he ain't bad, he just honestly, like in his streams, like the amount of jokes people makes about his baldness is actually pretty hilarious. But yeah, he's pretty crazy, but I do tend to agree with a lot of things that he does say. I don't agree with all of them. But you don't know Asmongold? It's okay. Asmongold is kind of like those long-time streamers, like kind of like Moist Critical Charlie, but a lot more like not as like family friendly. Although I more bald. Asmongold is he kind of defies, like, he defies definition. I don't know how to explain exactly who or what Asmongold is. He's yeah, he looks like he looks very disheveled. Yeah, he is very disheveled, I think, in my opinion. But I mean, you know, that's on him. Yeah, he is the old MMO. That's a good way to put it. My claim to fame with Asmongold was he was doing a stream on like audio role plays, ASMR content, and my thumbnail popped up on his screen for like a brief second. That's my claim to fame. How many viewers does he have now? Like 15 million? I forget. Anyways, let's talk about something else now, okay? Let's talk about... We're still on the, this or that train. Yeah. No, I would be famous if he'd actually bother to listen to my fucking clips, you bastard. Listen to me, senpai. Oh, okay, so this or that. Sub or dub? I demand to know your opinion. For me personally, I'm always sub. All the way. Dub kind of makes me break out in hives. Like, I hate dub so much. Wow, I see there's a lot of sub people. Of course there is. You're listening to me. But seriously though, the if we were in German dubs, I gotta listen to that. I gotta check that out. Yeah. Me personally, sub all the way. The only time where I'm watching dub is if, like, I'm at home. I share a home with the 4-year-old now. She's 4. And, sometimes we'll watch... There's very little things, by the way, that you can watch with the 4-year-old. It's like, oh, kaiju number 8. Oh, you're home. Oh, okay. We'll watch Titipo for the 7th time this week. Oh, I unironically know the opening songs to most of the popular children's shows these days. Yeah. SpongeBob is nice. I think the only dub that was kind of decent... Yeah, no. Like, I am not gonna be watching Chainsaw Man with a 4-year-old. I'm not. I just wanna watch Kaiji Ting say you crying. That's the only part of the Jujutsu Kaisen dub that I'll watch. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Like, just be honest. Just be honest, you know? Be honest with ourselves. The world would be a lot better if we were all honest. Maybe. Oh yeah, because I made the mistake of showing Ninja Scroll to a 9-year-old. Whoa, that did not go well. Not well at all. And I cannot imagine watching Berserk with a 9-year-old, even a 4-year-old. That would be even more worse. Okay, so right. So here's another this or that. Oh, Ninja Scroll is it starts off kind of wild. It's a very violent anime movie. Yeah, no, I've read the manga. I haven't watched the anime. Okay, so, next one. This or that. Naruto or Bleach? Oh, that one's a hard one, actually. Oh, gosh. I mean, I like Naruto. But I also like Bleach. I feel like they both have, like, upsides and downsides. Sorry. I mean, I never finished Bleach either, okay? And I never finished Naruto either. But, you know, I can both see, like, upsides to them. I'm sorry. Shush. Let's see. Bleach does literally have a chat. Let's see. For me, though, if I was only allowed to watch one, I think I would go with Naruto. I think I would go with Naruto. Crazy as that sounds. That's not Mika, actually. That's Bimo. The most elusive of cats, but also the nicest one. We have 3 cats. Mika, she's black. Gizmo, he's fat and white. And then we have Bimo, who's gray and the smallest and the most, like, scaredy cat, literally. but also the nicest cat. Like, he has never clawed anyone, he's never bitten anyone. He just literally wants to sit on your lap all day, every day. He just wants to be close to you, and sometimes it's really cute, but sometimes it's like, please, I'm trying to record this audio and I cannot have you meowing. There are some top tier waifu candidates in Bleach. They're all top tier, let's be honest. Bleach has a lot of waifus. I think, is it possible that the reason I like Naruto more is because, god damn, you see what I'm working with here? I think I like more, I feel like Naruto also has like more like husbandos. Like, yeah. Right? Right, there are gonna be waifu debates. Look, I'm working with a list here, okay? I got sidetracked talking about a lot of random shit. I'm so sorry. Okay, so next one. One Piece or JoJo? I kind of feel like this is gonna be like a no-brainer for everyone. One Piece or JoJo? Which do you pick? Yeah, I kind of feel like everyone's gonna go with JoJo. But I am gonna be the outsider and say One Piece. But the reason I'm going with One Piece is because, first of all, One Piece is more like attractive to me husbandos. Like but also I hate the art style for JoJo, I'm sorry. I hate the art style for JoJo. To me, it is so ugly. And I know like art style is like very subjective, but I hate it so much. JoJo is very popular. I hate it. Yeah, it's still fucking going. I thought it was gonna end after like the Egghead arc. No. What I know about JoJo is only through the memes. Yeah. Alright, yeah. But that was kind of like a given. I've kind of figured like everyone is a JoJo fan. Just cause it's popular to like JoJo, and I'm not saying that's the reason why I like JoJo. But there's a reason why everyone likes JoJo. For me personally, I cannot get past the art style. So even if the story's like really great, I would have never gotten it to the point where I would enjoy it for the story. Alright, next. This one's a good one. Ghibli? I never figured out how to pronounce that word right. Or Makoto Shinkai. Now, if you don't know, Princess Mononoke? Or Weathering with You? Or what's the what's the more popular one? I think Weathering with You is the second popular one. The one is I only know the Japanese name. My Name, I forget. I forget what it is in yeah. Really? Yeah, Ghibli also, like, I think kind of has the added, like, thing where it's like they're way older, so obviously there's a lot more good stories there, like, whereas like the Shinkai stuff is still very new, I think. Yeah. All right, next one. Slice of life. Now we're gonna talk about like niches, like genres, okay? Slice of life or shonen. So, and this is like genre, like anime genres. I think that's a hard question for me to ask. Cause I think they're both kind of like, they could be both good. Like, I like slice of life at certain points, but I also really like shonen. Like, some of my favorite manga is shonen sports mangas. Like, Ace of Diamond. Read shit ton of that. Slam Dunk. But I also like slice of life, like Yotsuba by the creators of Azumanga Daioh. Yotsuba, which I'm actually surprised never came out as a anime. Thought it would do really well as an anime. But Yotsuba or like Red Cat Ramen is also like one of my favorites, although I haven't read it in a while. Yeah, I think shonen is very tropey. If there are certain tropes that you kind of want scratched, I think that's a very good way of getting it. Okay, next one. This one's like, oh, no brainer for me. But that's only because, you know. Are you talking about Eye Shield Nijuichi? Are you talking about Eye Shield 21? Because I really like that one too. I saw the shit out of that. I feel like Eye Shield Nijuichi, like the creator. Oh, let me look this up actually, because I feel like they are a creator of one of my favorite. Is it related to Haikyuu in a way? Eye Shield Nijuichi. I feel like there was a connection there. Oh yeah, no. It's a connection between One Punch Man. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm fucking yeah. Oh look, I'm not gonna say the name because if I do, they'll probably leave. All right, so next, isekai or mecha. I'm gonna go with mecha, no questions asked. I fucking hate isekai so much. I recently actually just got like I opened up Netflix this morning and I automatically got recommended like this brand new isekai that just came out, and I'm like, oh my god, please. No more. When will this trend end? Right, what is it? The wrong way to use healing magic. Accidentally brought to another world, a high schooler discovers he has rare healing magic, but his unorthodox training will push him to his limits. I'm so tired of isekais, please. This trend has gone along long enough, okay? Yeah, mecha, absolutely. My favorite mecha is probably Escaflowne, which ironically is a mecha mixed with an isekai. But yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy synopsis. Oh my god, someone mentioned Pat Labor. Really? Dude, fuck. How old are you, Moose Nugget? You've got to be like late 30s, early 40s, man. 32! That's crazy. Oh, I would kill for another Macross. Yeah. Although the last one I saw was Macross Frontier, and that was a bad way to end like my love affair with Macross, because that show is not great. Oh, Ray Earth, wow. God, it's so weird seeing like all these old anime names pop up. I feel so old. Super Sentai? I mean, are there mechas in the Super Sentai? I feel like mechas are like, what should be considered a mecha is like when the mecha is like front and center. Like not like Power Rangers could be considered a mecha, but I wouldn't put it in that category. I have not watched Macross Delta. That came after Frontier. Yeah, I got so like kind of like I got a bad taste in my mouth after Frontier. I was like, no more Macross. I think I'm okay for now. Oh, Big O. Fuck me. Okay. That's crazy. All right, next question. Attack on Titan would not count as a mecha. How would that count as a mecha? What are you talking about? Okay, next one. Manga first or anime first? Oh, that's for me, it is always manga first. So like, recently in our Discord, I got recommended a show called Summertime Rendering, which is fucking insane, by the way. Great if you have access to the manga. It's on the Shueisha like app. Just get a membership and you can read like 100 chapters a day. And yeah, I read the shit out of that. That was so good. We started watching Summertime Rendering because we watched another. Oh wait, no. We watched A Dark Gathering, which is another crazy manga. And so I started watching Summertime Rendering. So good, and I'm so glad to the person that recommended it because I actively got to enjoy this. Yeah. Oh, manga, so I can spoil the next episode. Oh, it's okay, Ender. You know what? Just download a bunch of apps, or go like. You know, there are certain illicit sites where you can go to read manga for free. I can't, like, share what they are, because, you know, I already have my problems with pirating as far as my Patreon goes. Yeah. But, yeah, but there's the Shueisha app. Let me actually, hold on a second. Let me look this up. I have the app on my tablet. Viz, Shonen Jump, Viz, and Manga Plus, and K-Manga. Although Kodansha's manga app is kind of trash, so I don't recommend the Kodansha manga app. Goldorak. Wow, I've never heard of that. I thought you guys were gonna. I'm actually kind of sad no one mentioned Majin Kaiser. Majin Kaiser was like the ultimate mecha back then. One Piece. I read the whole One Piece manga when I was sick from COVID for a whole week. That was wild. Oh, okay. Best to be. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. Like, all the streaming sites, like there's Netflix, Hulu, MGM, Peacock, Paramount Plus. What the fuck? I thought we got all these streaming services so we didn't have to fucking pay cable cost. Now we're paying more than cable. Ugh. I'm already paying Disney Plus, so I'm paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube Premium, Crunchyroll. I feel like there's one more. But all of that combined is like $100 a month, I'm pretty sure, and it's fucking terrible. Gunbuster. Oh, that's a good one. Food is good. Ooh, what kind of food? You know what I actually don't like about Rocket Money? Sponsor me, Rocket Money! I will talk about you to the moon! Literally, because you're a rocket and moons and... There was a point that I wanted to make there. Warhammer? Did you guys hear about that service? I think like it's either BMW or Benz that has their own subscription service. Like car heating, like your seat warmer. Okay, here's the next one. Next one. This one's actually pretty interesting. I want you guys to kind of think about this. Yeah, I think it's better if it's split. Yeah, I think it's better. This one's important. Well, not important, but this one's actually kind of something of a thinker. Villain arcs or redemption arcs? Ooh. BMW heated seat. Fucking wild that any car company thinks, oh yeah, pay us $20 a month so your ass doesn't, you know, fucking turn to ice the second you step into it in the middle of winter. Really? You know what, guys? For me, redemption arc the whole way. Like, I'm super into My Hero Academia. Comes to a surprise to no one in my Discord. The Todoroki Enji arc, Sorry, I'm super phlegmy. It's like the middle of spring. My pollen count is insane right now. The Todoroki NG arc is fucking wild. And I guess you can say the same for like Bakugo Katsuki, but I feel like his kind of is very mild. It's not as extreme as Shoto's dad's arc. That fucking arc went hard. Fucking balls to the walls. But yeah, I love redemption arcs. For villain arcs, I don't know, man. I'm not as keen for villain arcs. Yeah, but redemption arcs are fucking wild. What are your guys' favorite redemption arcs? Yeah, Bakugo is and I don't really like the way he's kind of portrayed in the anime. Like there's a lot of time, or in the story, there's a lot of times where he's kind of Deku is foreign, but oh my god, that poor kid. The guy loses his quirk and he's still above him in the hero. Oh shit, spoiler warning. Ugh. Don't worry about it. Good night. Don't worry about it. You heard nothing. Erase the last 30 seconds from your memory. Oh my god. Degen, yeah. Although, I mean, yeah, I guess he does have a redemption arc where he, you know, stops being a fucking sleaze con man and then he just turns into like your like typical like, you know, good at everything kind of person. Yeah. Dino, I don't know Beast Wars, I'm so sorry. Arthur Morgenstern from Red Dead Redemption, yeah, figured. You know who's like villain arc I think would be really interesting is probably Kuroro Lucifer? Chloro Lucifer from Hunter x Hunter. I think he would make a very like, but I actually stopped reading it after the Chimera Ant arc. Like the Chimera Ant arc just seemed really brutal to me and I got bad feels from reading that arc, so I stopped reading it. All right, next one. Hot-blooded main character or cold genius main character. So like I guess a good example of that would be like Senju from Dr. Stone, I think. Cold genius, really? So like I guess you kind of look at it like hot-blooded MC versus cold genius MC. So like maybe like Bakugo or Todoroki. I like hot-blooded, I'm not gonna lie. Don't at me with we know, okay? Oh, is it Senku? Oh, fucking, I don't remember, man. My memory is like a sieve at this point. Yeah. Have a good night, Trinky. But yeah. Well, who's your favorite, like, cold genius MC then? The lack of self. Yeah, but also, like, you know, it gives some room to grow, I kind of think. What do you mean? I said it before I even saw it in chat. Oh, that's a good one from Code Geass. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of like the epitome of cold genius, isn't he? Yeah. Joseph. A big JoJo fan, are we? Light is a good one, yeah. Escape Devil Dome. Interesting. I don't know if I can take you seriously anymore, Cripple. Oh, I am adding that to my list though, okay? Escape Devil Dome. You know what? You have trolled us on multiple occasions, okay? Oh. Oh, it's on Ledsin? Okay. Alright. Alright, so now let's go do some waifu / husbando. Which ones? Like this or that, okay? Aizen's a really good cool genius, yeah. Okay. Alright, are you guys ready? Alright. Tsundere. Well, I kind of feel like this one's kind of a no-brainer given the kind of content that I mostly create, but I'll still ask it anyways. Tsundere or yandere? Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone here. Dr. Ratio. Oh, fuck, don't. I can't decide. Yeah, of course everyone's gonna go with yandere, except for one person. Oh, 2 people maybe. Oh. What do you mean you can't stand tsundere? Cavi, I thought you were into tsunderes. What? Are you selling? I feel like you're selling. So I think... Oh, I'm sorry. You're into kute. Sorry. Oh, probably Jiaoqiu. Yeah, probably Jiaoqiu. I don't know. Dan Heng is okay, but like he kind of gives off like I'm not gonna say anymore, but yeah, no. Jiaoqiu seems like he'd be more experienced. Oh, Rintosaka. That's a good one. Yandere. You know what? Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think I prefer girl yanderes, but I prefer male tsunderes. I think male tsunderes are more fun to interact with. But now that I think about it, yandere males might all... I don't think... do you guys know any male yanderes? Please let me know. Male yanderes. Like, there's a lot of female yanderes, right? Like, Yunogasai is a popular one. Yeah, but there aren't really any, like, male yanderes. Not unless you go to, like, Spicy Chat. the app for, you know, AI chatting. Yeah, then you see a lot of male yanderes. Those are fun. I don't mind that. It's actually a pretty interesting, like, experiment. Laylock as male yandere. That's an interesting... Alright, next one. Fox girl or cat girl? Well, this one's another freebie. Gimme. Yeah. I find cat girls to be unnecessarily annoying, actually. I gotta be honest. Like, so far the only, like the 2 personality types I've seen of cat girls are basically, like, super annoying or super sexual. Poor Mikey. Literally screaming into the void with, like, 2 other people. Alright, here's the next one. This is from, この素晴らしい世界の祝福 whatever, what a splendid world, you know, that one. Megumin or Aqua? If you guys have seen the show. Darknet. Oh god, really? Megumin? So many Megumins. Yeah, Megumin's pretty funny. I'd go with Megumin too, to be honest. Alright, next one. Oh, this one's hard for me. I can't pick. This one is actually from 2 different animes. This one is from Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titans. Gojo or Levi? Two almost like different people. Like, they couldn't be more different, both in appearance and personality. Wow, this is actually kind of split. Like Levi, Gojo, Gojo, Levi, 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 Gojo, Levi, Gojo, Levi, Gojo, Gojo, Gojo. KK. Levi. Gojo. Yeah. Oh my god, you know what? It's hard for me to say actually at this point. I've learned some things about Gojo. God. That's hard, man. That's hard. Why did I make this question? Fuck. Okay, well. Damn it! I can't answer that! I'm actually genuinely split on this. The answer you're looking for is yes. Fuck. That's hard. They're both very, like, capable. I like capable men. But I like the clumsy ones, too! So what? Short doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Female Levi would go kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I've actually never considered a female Levi. That's kind of crazy. I can't believe I'm still talking about this. Gojo is shorter than Levi. Yo, that's a crazy take. I mean, you know, like, I'm thinking, right? Like, so, like, both have their merits, okay? So, like, let's say Gojo saves you, you know, with his usual, you know, flirtatious, you know, thing. And then, but Levi saves you, and he's very, like, brusque and kind of cold about it, but also, like, that's also attractive in its own way. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah. Well... He is best house husband. You will live in a very... your house will be fucking immaculate. I don't think Levi would be... Would Levi be unpopular? I mean, okay, so he's kind of a dick, but also, I think it's been proven there are women who like dicks. Wait, hold on a second. Let me rephrase that. Wait! Hold on. Wait. Some women like assholes. That sounds worse, okay? Why are, like, insults always, like, part of a human's, like, body? Like, you know, you got the P word, you got the D word, you got the A word. Like, have you ever heard someone insult someone by, like, calling them, "You're such a hand," or "You're such a foot"? Get out of here, you fucking toenail. Like... Okay. Okay. Wow. All right. I like stern no-nonsense men who know what they want. I mean... Oh my god, my allergies are killing me. Such an inflammatory appendix. Someone see if Zen can do that. You freaking coffee table. That was terrible, I'm sorry. I think, Mikey, I think you've just unlocked a bunch of kinks. Oh, you know what? Ultimately, fuck. They're both great. What am I saying? I can't decide. I've already spent 10 minutes trying to decide and I can't. I can't. Okay, pass. This one's more for the dudes. Well, it is for the girls too. I'll still weigh in on this. Makima or Yoru? Yoru Foruja from Spy Family. And Makima is from Chainsaw Man. Which one? Yes. Oh. Yeah, Esther. Yeah, my answer is also yes. Yes, I'll take both. Thank you. Well, Yoda is also, she can't cook. Makima doesn't need to cook. How similar are they? They're very different. I mean, they're both killers, if that's what you're asking. No, Esteth? I don't think she's... No. I think Esteth is kind of her own breed of monster, no? This is crazy. Okay. All right. So this is, I tried to pick like cute guys from Genshin, but I'm kind of curious to see what other people would say. So. Dilek or Zhongli? I like them both. Just, you know, yeah. Yes to both! Oh, wow. Really? I would have thought some people would have picked... Yeah, I like his red hair. Knock off Batman! Alright. Oh, Zhongli, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Zhonglis. Alright, guys. We are gonna continue the stream, but I need you guys to know something. I have drunk roughly like 1.5 liters of water since we started the stream. My bladder feels like it's about to explode. So, I'm gonna be right back, okay? Excuse me. I can't be like dudes. I can't pee in a bottle. I could, but it would be very messy. I can actually if you have like a stadium girl or pal or whatever they make like this plastic thing, like silicone, like funnel. Oh, that thing saved my life and my sanity multiple times when I was living in China, because you guys do not understand. Public bathrooms in China, you walk into one not knowing if you're gonna make it back out. Yeah. I actually stepped into like a public bathroom in China. It was in, I think, Shanghai. The Shanghai bullet train station. The Shanghai train station. Wow. Oh, wow. I have no words. That was scary. Once you went in. Oh, sweet summer child. Anyways, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, if that was the least of my worries. If only it was poo that faced me in that toilet bowl. God, oh, I'm gonna be sick. Okay, we're done. Okay, we're okay now. All right. Okay, so. All right. Speaking about trauma, this is actually a really good segue. What anime traumatized you as a kid? This was actually a legitimate question. What anime traumatized you? Oh, that's a good one. Yes, Elfenlied. Yeah, that was a great one. Corpse Party. Yeah, that's the one that traumatized me. That is absolutely... Blood Sea is an interesting take. Oh, I forgot they made a Fruits of Grisea. But Elfenlied was a really big one. So was Corpse Party. How come you saw it the summer before 6th grade? I am so old. Oh, fuck getting old. Don't I want? You son of a bitch. Watership Down was actually pretty, yeah. Secret of Nim is another one that I think kind of traumatized people. But Watership Down especially, yeah, for sure. I get that. The Last Fireflies or Grave of the Fireflies? Because Grave of the Fireflies was also kind of traumatizing, low-key. Did you actually watch Grave of the Fireflies? Oh my god. I can't. And he watches that shit continue, like, repeatedly. How does that not, like, this, like, like, permanently harm your psyche? That's crazy. Clockwork Orange. We're talking about anime, so sorry, guy. Okay, next question. Who was your first anime crush? Oh, I gotta think about this one. Oh, it's been so long ago. Sailor Jupiter. Ah, based. Sakura from... Oh, that's so cute. That's sweet. Ranma. Sarah's Victoria, yeah. Kurumi Tokisaki from Date Alive. Tsunade. Akashi Yamoko. What's that from? Mikasa, yeah. Balsa from Moribito. Oh man, that's an old anime too. Tai from Yu-Gi-Oh! The main girl from Oma Morihimari. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The name escapes me, but I can see, like, what she looks like in my head. Sailor Mercury. Ren from DRS. This bayonet. I guess. Oh, okay. That's why the name looked familiar. Okay, okay. Yeah, Rosario. Vampire. Okay, okay, okay. Haruhi from Coco. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute, guys. Love from Urusei Yatsura. I mean, you know. That bikini, though. For me, I don't expect you guys to, like, know who. But for me, it was probably... Oh, I think my first crush was probably Jean Starwind. Jean Starwind from Outlaw Star. Yeah. Probably Kelty from Dudada. Yeah, I get that. Probably Jean Starwind from, like, I think I was just really attracted to that kind of confident, kind of, like, devilish kind of, like, personality. Yeah. Yeah. And, like, he's a player. Jean Starwin's very much a player. Yeah, like, one of the first scenes in the anime is, like, I think he just, like, they just fucked. He's, like, yeah, I think that's, like, one of the very first scenes in it. And then he meets, Hilda, like, the very first episode, and then that's how he gets his new ship. But, yeah, like, they fucked, like, very first, like, yeah, like, he's in the shower, and it's like, oh, wait, no, he's in the shower. No, wait, is he in the shower, or is he in the bed? He's somewhere! Aisha Kran. She's an interesting example of a cat girl, sure. Yeah. It was very much not Joseph Joestar. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Oh, Skyla Pokemon. Whoa. Actually, I gotta look that up. I did play Black and White, but it was so long ago. Skyla. Black and White. Oh! I mean... I guess that's your type. Rosario Vampire did have, like, it was a whole, like, fucking staple of girls for sure. Alright, next question is... What was your... I almost feel bad just asking this, but... What was your worst weeaboo phase? I hate that word weeaboo so much, but I couldn't, like, think of, like, how else to word it. What was your worst weeaboo phase? I think for me it was high school, like it was for everyone. Yeah, that's yeah, I think for me it was high school. I did a lot of cosplay in high school. I still do, when I have the time, but actually lately I haven't really had the time, mostly. Yep, looks like so what were some of, like, the worst things you guys did? I'm trying to think. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry you were afraid to show things, and, you know, yeah, that's sad. How to do running in... Oh, wow, that's pretty embarrassing. You know what, actually? I think my worst weeaboo phase might have been when I was in elementary school. Me and my friends would pretend to be like the various Sailor Moon characters. Somehow I always ended up as Sailor Mercury, which I was okay with. She was cool. It's not a phase, Mom. It's a lifestyle. It's a choice I've made. If you'll excuse me, I gotta let the cat in. Oh my god. Okay, sorry about that. I did see that Toby cosplay, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, these are all very cringy, but I love it. I don't know if Mercury was the one with the Galaxy Delete button. Okay. Okay, next one. I will tell you guys though. I think one of my worst weeb phase though. What am I eating? I'm eating banana chips. By the way, did you guys know banana chips are actually surprisingly high in calorie? I hate it. Because I keep fooling myself into thinking that banana chips are healthy. But actually, they're not healthy at all. I could either eat these, or I could have a bag of caramucho chips, potato chips, and it would be the same calorie. With less protein. Slightly more fiber. Way more carbs. Yeah. I see no point in eating banana chips. They're not that healthy at all. Wow. But I'm also quite hungry. It's time for lunch. But I'm still doing this stream. I'll probably do it for another hour. Ow. Okay. Right. So, I don't know if you guys know, but I used to, volunteer at cons. Cause, sometimes a lot of the bigger cons, if you're chosen as a volunteer, you either get discounts for housing, for hotel blocks, or, they are tasty, but boy are they not healthy. And like sometimes the con will feed you. Cause you know, you're basically giving them like unpaid labor. You get to meet all kinds of interesting people for sure. I've actually, although what I do recommend is if you ever decide to be like volunteering at cons and shit, do not ever volunteer to be in the registration department. Do not, because you will work twice as hard as any other fucking department in a con. Yeah. You will work twice as hard and you will be like half as appreciated. Because there will be all kinds of people. Because you are basically... when you go to an anime con, or any kind of con, really, you will basically meet everyone. Because registration is the one department where they actually have to go through to enter the con. And and you know, you're also responsible if like anyone like jacks money. But you do get to meet like some of the guests there. Like I mean, aside from me, are there any crazier weird people? Sorry, chewing. Oh god. Oh no, I'm out of water. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Well, there was a I forget what his name is again. Hold on a second. Let me look this up really quickly. 'Cause let's see. I would say probably let's see. One of the weirdest people that I've ever met. Shinichi Watanabe, who I don't know if he's still like active. I don't know if he still does con stuff, because he used to be like at every con literally. And he kind of had a reputation, low-key. He low-key had like a reputation of being like a man whore. And I don't know if that was just played up for laughs. Not Shinichiro, no. Shinichiro Watanabe is the creator of or like the director of Cowboy Bebop. No, Shinichi Watanabe is he's kind of infamous. If you go to like any like even like mid-sized cons, he's always there with the red jacket and afro. And he's a director of Excel Saga. Let's see. He's also done like The Wallflower, Monster High. Let me see what he's done recently. I feel like, let's see. He does a lot of storyboards. Oh, he did storyboard for Medalist. Soreira Utility. Punido is a class. Cute Slime, Train to the End of the World. Tear Moon Empire. Wise Man's Grandchild. Oh, a lot of these I actually don't know. Oh, Nurse Witch Komugi. Yeah. Yeah. But he's got kind of like a crazy reputation for being a man whore. Like, yeah. A lot of the I didn't really get a chance to meet a lot of the voice actors, although there was one voice actor, a very popular one, Vic Mignogna, who, like, even then, because I don't know how frequent he is on the con route these days, because con routes are also where a lot of the voice actors make a significant chunk of change, right? Because, you know, they charge for like autographs and photographs and meet and greets and shit. Vic Mignogna was kind of known to be kind of aggressive. Like girls, like you would tell girls, don't be around Vic Mignogna. Yeah, and I think this was before like the essay allegations started coming out. Yeah. But aside from that, no, mostly like I always enjoyed working registration because I always felt like that was like the most difficult part of like con operation. Aside from con operation itself. But like it was fun. It was fun. You literally got to see everyone's. You literally got to see everyone because everyone has to go through registration. You got to see some really cool cosplays before the cosplayer wilts from the heat and tiredness. But yeah, that was fun. Okay, let me see what other. All right, let's do. How am I supposed to play that? I asked people for like, okay. Oh gosh. I don't know if I want to do that, but okay. What about? So, this is something that I want to ask you guys. Which anime world would you live in if you had to be a background character? If you were like villager A or townsperson B, like what anime world would you choose to live in? I'm gonna fold that up. Pokemon? Oh, actually, that's not a bad choice. That is not a bad choice at all. Wait, no. You can hit Pokemon. Yes, you can. World Trigger. Oh, that's interesting take. Gundam Build Fighters. Black Clover. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Interesting. Cyberpunk. Really? Are you sure about that? I don't know if I would want to live in Cyberpunk, I gotta be honest. A slice of life so I can just continue. Cowboy Bebop sounds... Yeah, it sounds kind of fun. Monster. Oh, God, that's a show that I actually never really got into. I think for me, I would want to live in... I think My Hero Academia would actually be kind of a cool world to live in. Because almost everyone's got a quirk. But even if you don't have a quirk, you still get to see like these pro heroes like doing their thing. Like in real time. Like you get to see them with your own eyes. That would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That would be kind of cool. Would be being a spray bottle. What? Oh my god, yeah, the guy with the spray bottle face, that's well, that's something. Yeah. Oh, would you get to be in the game? Yeah, let's say yes. I don't know if I'd be like Deku. I might just make a fan club for like Mount Lady or something. Yeah. Yeah, you would get to see Mount Lady in person. It'd be fucking wild, man. Just 10 floors behind. Oh yeah, 10 floors above. I read that as below and I was like, would you really be safe? Oh, and Oshawott would be really cute. Oh yeah, that's actually a good question. If you were starting off in Pokemon, what would your starter Pokemon be? It better not be anything fucking ridiculous, okay? I better not see anyone writing Mew as their choice. Better be a starter Pokemon too. I don't want to see any Dratini. Actually, Dragonites. Dratinis, I guess, would be okay. Umbreon. No, then you'd end up with like a fucking Eevee then. I think I'd end up with like a Meowth. What's the which one? There's so many. Yeah. I think I'd end up with the Meow. Mimikyu.
Riku, that's an interesting starter Pokemon. Charmander, oh. Well, obviously, if you guys are going for any of, like, the Eon, like, iterations, then you'd have to go with an Eevee. Because you don't start off with a Jolteon or Glaceon, okay? Shira clearly did not read the directions. Get the fuck out of here. Ghastly? Yeah. Bidoof. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's actually a pretty good choice. No, you don't get legendary Pokemon, okay? You are not the main character. You're the guy the main character beats in episode 3, okay? Yeah, but I definitely have like a Meowth. Which I'd eventually level up to a Persian. Oh, but seriously, the Persian looks pretty cool. A Psyduck. Oh. I loved Misty's Psyduck, and it always pissed me off the way she mistreated that damn thing. Poor Psyduck. We're not doing legendaries, okay? We're doing shitty starter Pokemon, okay? Magikarp. Nothing happened. Beldum. Or like, what if you had like a fucking... I mean, even like Caterpie evolves into, you know, Butterfree. Butterfree is a pretty good Pokemon. Butterfree fucking carried me through the Pokemon Yellow gym, the first gym. Oh, you. Yeah, that's the only way you make it. by evolving Caterpie into Butterfree. Okay. Alright. Now, we all know, like, the craziest, like, fan theories that have proliferated anime as well, right? What are some of, like, the craziest? If you were a Pokemon, what do you think it would be? Be brutally honest. Are you sure about that? Let me think about that, okay? Let's see. Maybe you would be like... Oh, I don't know, man. Electabuzz? I don't know. Oh my god, please, no, let's not. Let's do fan theories, okay? Like the wildest fan theories. Like, for example, like the ones that I've heard, that I still remember, is like they're dead, but they're actually like in heaven kind of theory. That you hear with like, that you get with like, I think I heard that with Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Like, this kid has like magic powers basically. How is he able to do half the shit that he does? If he wasn't already dead. Like, and he had like this wish to meet his father, and this was how his mind like dealt with the fact that he would never be able to meet his father. Oh, I have heard that one actually. Yeah, the all for one is Deku's dad theory. But if that were indeed the case, then I feel like the situation between 1 second. Oh my god, now I gotta let the cat out. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, okay. All for one. I remember the fan theory that I heard regarding Deku originally did have a quirk, but the doctor, I forget what his name is, Dr. G, took the quirk away when Deku was a child and gave it to All for One. That's a theory that I heard. What if the MC in Attack... Huh? I'm trying to think. Oh, I've heard the Ash Ketchum coma theory too. Garaki. I think that's the doctor's name actually, now that I think about it. Ash in a coma. Crocodile. Okay. Yeah. I always got the... I'm not a fan of Owari no Serif. I'm sorry, and I think I've said that before. Yeah. It's a little too, like... Hold on a second. I need to... Give me a second. I gotta do something really quickly. Okay. It's a little too brutal for me. And I'm not really, like, a fan of the shows where it's like the child is in peril. Like The Promised Neverland. That's why I never got into it, because I knew what the twist was with that one. Yes, there's a twist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler alert. But, yeah. Yeah, I never like those. I always kind of feel like putting children in peril is kind of an easy, like, thing. Yeah. Yeah, no, well, I mean, I read the manga, but that was before, like, I kind of came up with the decision that I didn't really enjoy watching children in peril. Because that's an easy thing, right? It's like you're automatically you're invested in the story. Oh, that's an interesting niche theory. Great Majinga took an L in the Majin Kaiser movie since real. Okay. You know what though? Actually, have you guys seen the new, like, not new? Okay. Gundam, like the original Gundam with like Fra Bo and what's his face, is on Netflix right now. I don't know if it's on American Netflix, but they actually have all the Gundams, so you can actually watch it from like the very first one from like the late 70s. I tried watching it this past weekend. It was kind of rough. It was a lay rough. Yeah. Okay. So I really wanted to do like waifus, like but I actually like the waifu and husbando tier list, right? I wanted to do that again, but I actually wasn't able to compile the assets that I needed to properly do it. Otherwise, like, oh, you know what? Let's do instead of like waifu husbando tier list. Oh no. Yeah, because then this video would definitely get a copyright strike. But yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save the tier list stuff for the next stream, which I will be doing on Monday. Yeah. I'll be doing that on Monday. But I think today
This is it. How do people... So, we talked about a lot of things today. We talked about, let's see, we talked about, I don't fucking know. Well, we talked about, like my Patreon. I threw in a plug for my Patreon. We talked about the, strike, the current strike that's happening. Oh, I can't believe that's still happening. We talked about, the Cinder situation, which is very unfortunate for all parties involved. Maybe not Cinder, but also, girl, you should have known better, right? And then Monday for me, so Sunday night for you guys. But yeah, so, and then we started talking about, you know, this or that. Yeah. To end off the show, let's do some more this or that, right? So, would you guys rather... So... So, how about this? Would you rather... ramen or curry? And this has nothing to do with my lunch that I might be potentially eating in half an hour. You can ask a this or that. Ah, I choose curry. How about curry ramen? You get the best of both worlds. Actually, curry ramen is a thing though. So, Cavi, you should go to the Asian market. Make yourself some curry. Get a House Foods curry, Vermont curry. It's the newbie brand. Yeah. Otugi meats. Actually, I don't know if it's Otugi, but there's a brand that makes curry ramen in Korea. Oh. I never watched Brotherhood, so I can't actually, like, have an opinion on that. All I knew was that I thought Brotherhood was, like, just a remake of the original. And I'd seen the original. But I think I stopped fairly early in. It was after they meet the daughter and the dad. And, well, you know why. The reason I quit watching it after that. Yeah. Oh, mole's delicious. Yeah, I think everyone has, like, unilaterally decided that Brotherhood was way better. Okay. 2 more questions. Okay. Morning streams or late night streams? Because this will actually, like, dictate, like, my streaming hours, I feel like. Yeah, I kind of figured everyone would go late night. Because morning, like, people have got to work and shit. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, for me, excuse me. For me, mornings are, like, your mornings are my nights. So I could actually stream for longer. Conceivably. Oh, well, thank you. Shira, that's so sweet. That's surprisingly sweet coming from you. Yeah. All right. Last one. PC Master Race or console? I feel like a lot of people here would say PC, just because. Oh, but someone said console. Get him! Yeah, Xbox. Yeah, I saw that on Reddit. Xbox. Well, I mean, I think they're just following up with what Nintendo Switch said. They were gonna start, like, bumping up the price of their games. Which is stupid. Like, if you're charging $80 for like, a digital game code, ugh, like, no, let's not.
PC by obligation. Hey, we got another console. We got a both. Oh, both sides are blech. Console. Because I'm poor. I mean, when you think about it, actually, console is actually more expensive, no? Because you have to continually just buy more consoles. Whereas with your PC, you can just upgrade individual parts. Unless you're an idiot like me and you buy a motherboard that is only upgradable to the current generation of Intel chip that you currently have. Oh, that was my fault. I fucked up there. Gaming laptop. Hey, Mikey, you ever consider maybe that's why, you know, there's a lot of, you know, electricity, you know, gaming laptop, you know, how those things just suck up energy, electricity. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying anymore. Oh, financially responsible. Aren't we all, brother? Aren't we all? And with that said, let's end this note. Gaming laptop is kind of the worst of both worlds. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, trust Shara to get straight to the message. Yeah, and get straight to the core. All right. Thank you so much for being part of the stream, guys. This was a lot of fun. We will be back on Sunday night. We're definitely going to be doing a tier list. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get the graphics up for that. Oh, thank you so much, Jack. Thank you. Thanks for another fun chatting stream. It was lots of fun. This is for the Totoro figure. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I didn't get it this month. Fuck. I need to go. I'll go today. Or this weekend, actually. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Yeah. I worked hard this month. Damn it. Thank you guys so much for the stream and for the entertainment. Just as I have entertained you, you have entertained me. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Good night, guys. Good night. Night. Bye. I really need to find like a stream ending thing. Yeah, I need to find a stream ending, and I need a be right back screen. Oh my god, thank you so much, Ender. Thanks for the stream, the last and the boba. Is the cafe in the background? Well, there is a whole lore surrounding me as your fox girl boba shop owner, and I'm working on the lore for that. It should be out in about a month. It takes a lot of time to get all those assets available. Oh, wait, what did Raider say? What do you mean? What do you mean? What did Raider say? Raider selling? Oh, wait. Oh, no! Butter just got here! No! Well, you know, look. Things are very, very, like, kind of up in the air right now. I'm very sorry. I have to figure things out, okay? I'm currently undergoing somewhat of a identity crisis. Oh, you saw the Mika movie? Shoot. I definitely need to go see Thunderbolts next Monday. When there's no one else there. Alright, guys. I will be back on Sunday night. Until then, have a great weekend. Thank you for the entertainment. And come join our Discord. We're a bunch of really nice people. Alright, guys. I will see you next time.